Alright, so in this video I'm going to show you how to get started with Pasco Capstone, which is what we're going to be using on these laptops to collect data. And so you're going to find it in this corner right here. Okay, you can open it up. And we're going to be using this for our egg drop, so you're going to want to get this set up so that when it's your turn you're ready to go and you can plug the sensor and get started. Doesn't really matter which, you just want one with the graph, so there's these options here. You can just click this first one. Okay, there's no measurement options here yet, so you can wait. You could even, I guess, delete this one if you want. Click delete, and then you could move this guy over and even use it to fill the screen. Okay, and then when it's your turn, you're going to come over and there'll be the force plate. Okay, and you're going to set your egg drop device on the force plate. So I'm going to demonstrate with my daughter's puppy right here. So put on the force plate. Okay, so while it's here, you're going to kind of go over to the side here. There's a button that says tear. And the reason we're going to use that is we need to zero the scale with your device on it so we count for its mass or when we do this calculation. So you click the button to zero it out. Now what you'll do is you will plug in the sensor into the USB port on the side here. Okay. And then you'll click, you hear a little like beeping sound. Click select measurement, vertical force. And then down here we'll click, it's got time right there. And so now we're ready to collect some data. Down here we have the sample rate. We want to make this as big as possible, so 1000 hertz. And then when we're ready to drop, we'll get our device, pick it up. We're going to click record to start recording. Okay, so you see a big mess right there. And drop your device. Okay, so we dropped it on there. You saw a big spike, and you can stop recording there. And so the way you move this around is similar to with the Chromebooks. It is a little bit easier to work with, so we're going to kind of scale this down. Okay, we'll scale this over like this so we can get a better view of our force chart here. And so what we can do, there's a couple of things we can do here. The first thing we're going to want to do is select our area. So there's a pencil thing right there to select your area. And we want to get the whole thing. So probably right to about here maybe. And that's going to give us, so then we're going to click this right here to find impulse. So this is the impulse based on that graph. So it calculated the area for us. And then we'll just use this to kind of, the next step is going to be, we want to find the maximum force. And so it says right here, if you move this, you click the little select coordinate tool and then click the add coordinates and it'll bring it out for you. And so as you move it around, it'll kind of auto select. So it looks like the maximum force we experienced here was 51 newtons. And the area, the impulse was 0.72 newtons. And I'm just going to use this to verify that we zeroed it out okay. And so it's not perfect. You can see that when for some reason when you zero it out, it's not great. This also could be because maybe the hat fell off. I don't know. Anyway, you can see that it's not quite at 0. It's a little bit less than 0. But if you look here, so if that thing had a mass of like, or a weight of 2.2 something, when we zeroed it out, it shifted it by about 2 newtons. So it's not great. Well, I guess that is accounting for that missing hat because it's a negative force there. So you can see we did it with the hat on it and the hat bounced off. And so we lost some of the force there. So anyway, this should be the basics of finding the area, getting impulse, getting started. You're welcome to re-watch this as many times as you want because you're going to have to record this data pretty quickly and then disconnect your computer. Just pop the cable off, and then you have this data to go ahead and analyze with your group. You can, when you're done, you can save it and then once you save as, I'd save it maybe to the desktop, and then you can upload it to your Google Drive. Okay? So anyway, please let me know if you have any questions, and this is how we're going to be collecting our data for the egg drop. Once you get your impulse, you can then use that to find like change in momentum and find maybe the how fast it's going right before it hits, stuff like that. Okay, let me know if you have questions.